All right, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III here. I'm your host. If this is your first time listening to the Daily Mastermind podcast, hit that like and subscribe button so that you cannot miss a single edition, an episode. Hey, listen, I wanted to talk with you today about a thought I had. Earlier today, when I went to the gym, I always kind of get inside my head and kind of start thinking of ways that I can, basically give value and really provide you with some content that'll help to inspire and motivate and educate you on your way to success. And I was just thinking today, as I was going to the gym, I was thinking, how am I viewing life? And I want to ask you that question. How are you going through life? I'm on my way to an appointment right now, so I really wanted to get this thought out to you. But I think that all of us have different filters that we apply in our life. Filters on the way we perceive and see things that are going on. And I want to ask you just, what is it? And are you going through life without a filter? Or are you going through life with a filter? I would argue that most of us do. So when I say a filter, what I mean is if you've ever looked through the lens of a camera, or maybe you think of it like when you're posting social media, you can add different filters. But what I want to say is that the problem that I notice with most people is that they're going through life either with the wrong filter, or in their mind, they don't have a filter they're putting on life. They're looking through the camera lens and they're seeing their life real. And what I mean by that is you're seeing all the problems and all the situations and the difficulties and the hardships. Of course, everyone's life has difficulties, hardships, things they got to overcome, challenges. Are you looking through that camera lens and seeing events as they actually are? And I would argue that many of us think that we're going through life and seeing life as it is. And the problem with that is that's not the case. What's happening is you're applying filters to the way you see your life. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. You have a certain amount of experiences and beliefs and situations that have happened throughout your life. And so what's happening is you're adding a filter of past self-image, meaning I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, I always have this happen to me, I always have that happen to me. Or you're applying the filter of paranoia, meaning you don't trust people, you don't trust situations. You have a filter on the way you view life as people are going to do you harm, people are going to do you wrong. Or maybe you have this, and this is a filter of like distrust, disloyalty. You expect disloyalty, you expect distrust. Or maybe you apply a filter of selfishness. A long time in my life, I applied a filter of how can this benefit me? How can this, and maybe you're saying that. Maybe you're saying, what's in it for me? What do I need to do? And so you're looking at every situation and you're applying these filters and these changes to the way things actually are, because things don't and situations don't have meaning except for the meaning we give it. And you may think that you're looking through the camera lens on your life and that you may think that these are really events that are happening, but what you don't realize is you're unconsciously applying filters to every situation in your life. And most of you, the number one filter that you're suffering from, the number one problem that you're suffering from is a filter of scarcity. And scarcity is really just fear, right? You're applying this there's not enough for me, or I never catch a break, or why is that person successful and I'm not? Why can't I ever have opportunities? And this filter you're applying is based on your past experience, and we're wired to protect ourselves. We are wired in our DNA to fear so that we can protect ourselves. But what I would argue is that it's time for you to change the filter that you use on your life. It's time for you to change that filter that you're applying to the camera lens of your life. So here's what I suggest. I suggest you apply one of the positive filters that I want to go through with you. And the first one is gratitude. When you're looking at your life, are you looking at events through a filter of gratitude? I'm grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for the opportunities. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my relationships, my communication, my opportunities. Gratitude is the number one lens you can apply to your life. If you're looking at your life right now and it's just a hot mess, you're looking at your life and you're like, all right, nothing is going right. If you simply put that filter on your camera lens you're looking through, that filter of gratitude, and you start to say to yourself, you know what? things aren't that bad. I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have friends, I have opportunities, I have a job, I have a car, like whatever it is that you have. And believe me, if you're having trouble with gratitude, then you definitely need to start practicing more of it. But if you apply the attitude of gratitude, the filter of gratitude, what you're going to find is that when you change the way you look at things you look at change. And that's a quote, a favorite quote of mine by Wayne Dyer. And I really believe that. So when you apply gratitude filter, now another filter you may apply is optimism. Optimism is a great filter as well. Optimism allows you to change the way you look at things. All of a sudden you say, you know what? There's always an opportunity. There's always a silver lining. Opportunities exist in the biggest challenges. Opportunity is a great lens. What about applying that lens of opportunity, looking for the best thing you can find in every situation? What about applying the lens of learning? In other words, everything that happens to me, I can learn a lesson. Everything that's going on in my life is happening for a reason, and it's a reason that's going to benefit me. Apply that opportunity, that gratitude, that learning lens to your life. And here's one to try as well. Try to apply the lens of compassion. Compassion. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that the next time you receive that text message or that comment or that look or that glare or some comment in your DMs or your posts or something like that, apply the lens of compassion. Maybe that person's having trouble. Maybe that individual's struggling. Maybe that individual needs someone to show them and teach them that there are positive lenses in life. You don't know what people are going through, and more importantly, they don't know you. They don't know you. So how can you take a lens of negativity or fear and scarcity? Apply the lens of compassion, because here's the bottom line. The worst that could possibly happen is you go throughout life with rose-colored glasses, with lenses of optimism and productivity and gratitude, and guess what? You're going to be happier. Even if it's not the real situation, you're going to at least be happier. Because like I said before, no situation or event in life has meaning except for the meaning you give it. And you get to choose the meaning that you give situations in your life. You get to choose the way you view them. But you have to take, as you're looking through the camera lens of your life, you have to take and apply the filters that you choose to apply. And that will change the way situations appear in your life. That's my message for you. I hope that's something that inspires you a bit, that motivates you a little. And as I head to into my appointment here, I just want to remind you, hit me up on the Daily Mastermind at the Daily Mastermind, Facebook or Instagram. DM me. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're struggling with. We have lots of different resources, and you're the average of the people that you surround yourself with. And that includes listening to podcasts like this or being around mentors and successful, happy, ongoing, active individuals in your life. So I hope that's something that'll help you. I look forward to talking with you soon. Once again, this is George Wright III, and this has been the Daily Mastermind. Have a great day.